Hey, what's going on, friends? My podcast every day is broken up into two parts on the free platform. The first part, Act 1, is right now. When it's all done, go right on over to Act 2 to get the second half of the podcast. Thank you so much for checking out my show. Good morning, friends. Welcome in to the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports studio. So glad that you are here. Impact Power Sports, online at impactpowersportsmi.com. That's where you go to get a brand new golf cart, maybe even a motorcycle, side-by-side ATV, the best in the business, and it is a brick-and-mortar store right here in West Michigan. Head to Rockford. The popcorn is free, and if they don't have it made, demand that they make you free popcorn. Mention me when you go in, and you will get 0% off of your purchase. Thank you, E-Rock. Hey, pal, missed your birthday. I went several days without power due to bad storms down here, but happy belated birthday. What do you mean down there? Did you move? This would be much easier, by the way, if you would just subscribe. And then you could just leave it in the chat. I love you. Kidding. Or you can text. I don't care. All right. Adam Balboa, who is causing some shenanigans and trouble because he reached out to me, Adam Balboa, and he says, EZ, I couldn't believe the deal where Free Beer interrupted Hot Wings on the latest Who Are These Free Beers? He says you should make that a free preview clip so that more people can get exposed to it. It was so bad. It was the one where Hot Wings was talking about, oh, man, it is, I'm just so, he mentioned his a friend that he had when he was growing up. And the kid croaked tragically. And then Freebeard jumped in with a horrible joke. And I was focused more on the interrupting than the horrible joke. Adam was shocked at the callousness of the joke. So, whatever. Well, he posted that in the Segment 18 Facebook group. And I think he was just trying to get a rise out of them or perhaps expose more people to it. You know, these people are brainwashed, so you're never going to get anybody who's going to listen to one of these clips and go, God, you know, you're right. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I guess it's possible. But Adam words it as, I am not the biggest Eric Zane fan, but this video caught my eye. I am shocked. Hot Wings is talking about how he wishes he could have saved his friend's life, and Free Beer interrupts him just to insult him about it. Thank you to Okie Pokey for just subscribing. And then he attaches my clip. So then I'm like, okay, here come the comments. Now we've done it. Trent says, are you familiar with comedy shows? Okay. And then Adam says, it's not funny. Nobody laughed. Did you listen to the clip? Grant says, I figure it's his coping mechanism. I was 13 and making jokes at my mom's wake with her corpse about 10 feet away. Adam says, great, but you were making the jokes. Would you have been okay if your friends were? Funny you assume that they didn't start the jokes first. My friends and I are all dark humorists. All right, so again, Adam is more focusing on the fact that Free Beer made fun of or made the crack. I don't have a problem with the crack. I have a problem with the interrupting. You're in the wrong place, buddy. Don't be a fan of the show and then try and stir some dumb shit up. Come on now, be better. Quit digging into Zane's dumbass bullshit. That's not what this community is about. This is Daniel. He wrote, bro got fired again from iHeart this time. I found his LinkedIn. You know what's interesting is I couldn't find. Oh, I get it. He made my LinkedIn. Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute. I don't have this picture on my LinkedIn. Outstanding. Tell me you weren't paid by EZ without telling me you weren't paid by. Okay. I think it's tell me you were paid by EZ without telling me you were paid by EZ. I think that's what he's trying to say. Melinda writes, it's not our Melinda. I can't imagine getting let go from a job and instead of moving on, making my whole personality bringing attention to that show. Truly pathetic. Is every moment of a Free Beer and Hot Wings show perfect? No. But choosing to break down every moment of the show, your whole thing, is a choice. Tyler says, he says he's not biggest EZ fan, but only posts EZ stuff in the page. No, you're right. He was fucking with you. I think we need to focus on Free Beer and what, for a couple of weeks now, while reviewing their show on Who Are These Free Beers, I have actually said he's losing weight, like rapidly. He is rapidly shrinking. I noticed that. I go, his face looks much thinner. And so then the same Adam, he tips me off. He says, Free Beer. He's like obsessed in a good way. I love it. Adam goes to Free Beer's Facebook page, and Free Beer has updated his profile picture. Linda says, thanks for sending me this pic yesterday, EZ. No, that was the tuxedo pic. That's not what we're talking about here. But that was another hilarious one. Because now he looks like he doesn't look fat and disgusting in any way. And I got to know more. I need to invest in this story. First of all, let me ask you this. Is there some type of, do people raise an eyebrow when someone loses weight via weight loss shots? Is that, because I think that's the case. Don't people they say, hey, you lost a lot of weight. And they go, yeah, it was Ozempic. Is that what's happening here? I guess my question, if people are losing weight via that medicine, is that something that we're supposed to judge? Murder Lover Linda says, yes, he's definitely taking something. Now, I can't say for sure, and I would never, ever, ever just say someone is or is not. All I'm doing is investigating. I am looking at, being the first and foremost authority on the physical, on Free Beer's face, because I can't tell you over the years how many times I have snapped a picture of his face to post to promote Who Are These Free Beers. And they're usually all screenshots from their live videos or whatever, where he's making a face that's extremely not flattering. Now, I will say that even if he's not making a face that is extremely unflattering, just the things that he does and that are happening to him, both his fault and not his fault, make him look ridiculous. The headphones with the blue pads are absurd. The giant squints, Palladorus glasses, the hairline, the attempting to redo the hair every couple of weeks with just a weird thing going. I think he he's starting to get the hair down now, I've noticed. Like he's not, but it still happens where it looks like he tries too fucking hard. It's shit. It's just horrible bad choices. And so he does himself no favors when it comes to presenting himself. But what I want to get into is the Ozempic thing. Now, I can't say either way whether that's bad or good. I just can't. Because if somebody is, a little fluffy or maybe a little chunky and they want to get into it and then it makes them look good and feel good, I am all for that. Okay? I don't have a problem with any of that. I really don't. Megan says, I've been on meds for a while before it was widely used. I would hope people don't judge me because I did everything the right way before these meds were even an option. But people judge, so whatever. My sleep apnea is gone. The length of my AFib is better. I'm overall more healthy. Honestly, not different than other meds until people abuse it. 100%. I get it. I am not the guy to sit here and point fingers at anybody. This is a fucking miracle drug. This is absolutely a miracle drug. And though I want every opportunity to be utilized that I can hammer free beer, I'm really having a hard time finding fault with anybody taking this medicine. I mean, it's fucking fantastic. I also heard that while there are side effects, they are very much outweighed by the positive things that happen. And there's a whole list of them. I don't want to get into it, but it's regulating your blood sugar, and it does something with your heart too. And but whatever. So I really don't fault that. I like it. I do know that once you stop, everything's going to go back. And I don't know how people combat that. And you can be on it for life. I mean, it's about $1,100 a month out of pocket. So if you got the cheddar, whatever, Megan says, however, free beer is a turd. Get him. Well, the only thing about it is I personally believe that he would do this strictly for the vanity. Like, I doubt his physician is saying you really need to go on weight loss drugs. So I don't think he had really a weight problem, just soft as fuck like we all are, but who gives a shit? The issue that he could run into, though, is, and by the way, let's get into some before and after photos. All right. I've got lots here that we can get into. If I can just, I've been having so much trouble with this lately. Okay. There you go. There's free beer. He looks annoyed in that picture, by the way. I don't think you can see what I'm seeing right now, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Yeah, I'm struggling. Let's just go back to this image here. And let's compare that to this. Okay, there's a lot here. I think he's well into the treatment. And the fact that he made this his profile pic tells me that this is probably the most stark example of him looking thin. That's a pretty stark example. I don't even know if you can see that. I'm hoping you can. Yeah, of course you can. Starman says, isn't that the guy from Revenge of the Nerds? He looks like a different person to me. From this to that, what do you think? Very lean and thinner in the face, and you can see this crease here. That's his one of his arm bones. That's a definition. It's defined. It's standing out, and he just overall looks a lot less doughy. I think that's a decent look right there in terms of losing weight. The problem that he's going to run into, though, Murder Lover Linda says very lean is an exaggeration. Okay, whatever. Corn Pop says, 10 years ago, I would have thought he must be sick or something. The problem with this is, overall, Greg's BMI is through the roof. Like, what makes you up? Bone, muscle, fat. The fat number is through the roof. So when the fat goes away, now the body is showing you the muscle and the bone. And Greg doesn't work out. At least he hasn't. Now, I don't know. Maybe he is. I can't say for sure. I'm not going to say anything authoritatively. This is all my theory and speculation and my opinion. I have to say that all the time because fucking Khalifi pays attention to everything I say now. And daily I get concerns that I've said something that is going to get me in trouble. But I don't know. Do you think that looks good? I mean, Greg does. He made it his profile pic. I think it looks good, right? Who's with me? Starman says he should swim for exercise. Oh, wait. Black Belt Nick says he looks gross. Oh, come on now. I think he looks fine. He looks like a normal dude who is watching what he eats. I think you're all wanting to attack him for the various other things that I have beat him up about over the years, and admittedly, and I mean, he can't control the hair. He can't. That is, you can't. I mean, yes, it looks like fuck, but I mean, he's so bald that you could Photoshop this hair out, and he would look identical to how he would look if he actually was bald. But yeah, I think it's very interesting that he could be on Ozempic. Now, if he is, why are you not talking about it? Because that's huge. Rebecca says, I'm actually okay with this for him. There's plenty of other shit I can hate on him for. I agree. I absolutely agree. Linda says, because he doesn't want to be judged. Well, you see, that's the problem. Greg's very rarely does he possess the ability to plant a flag and explain himself and say, yeah, I don't care, and this is why. Because, A, it's an excellent drug, and more people should do it if they can, and it makes me healthier and happier. I don't understand that stigma. I think it might have to do with overall Greg is quite weak, in my opinion, and kind of a pussy. And you know, he would never ever kick in that door and say, "Hey, guess what I'm doing?" You know why? Because he, like you said, doesn't want to be judged. He's always afraid that someone's going to make fun of him, which is quite a debilitating thing for someone. I mean, be a man. But if he does not, I'll tell you this right now, if Greg does not replace that fat quickly with muscle, like he can stay on that drug forever. But he has to replace the fat with muscle because you're going to look great. Otherwise, you're going to get hollow face. Things are going to look fucking weird on you. You're going to look like a bobblehead. You're going to look, if you're not careful, like Kelly Osbourne. Rebecca says, Greg would definitely benefit from weight training. Yes, but I don't think he has what it takes to actually commit to that type of program. The time that I've known Greg, which is more than most anybody alive, it's just, there's no way. There's no way. Now, could he be eating well and not doing Ozempic? I guess it's possible, but you got to understand, he doesn't have like an adult palate. All he eats is shitty food. Nick in Houston says he has to spend time with all his dudes. That is what he refers to the kids as, the dudes. Maureen says Kelly Osbourne and her mother look skeletal and unhealthy. Yeah, free beer, in my opinion, is on the shot. Good. You need it. If I had the money, I would probably do it as well. But then again, there's something to be said. There's something to be said about when you can actually be successful at losing the fat. So I think that I would give it a good try to do it on my own. Because I'm not going to lie to you. If I ever am successful in losing the amount of weight that I need to lose, which is like 40 pounds or more, I'm going to be telling everybody. And I'm going to be telling them, hey, I lost it. Well, you're going to be able to see it. And then I'm going to be like, and I did it without using any type of medicine. I did it by exercising and eating appropriately. Becca Shea says 40 pounds. You with like you mean, are you saying that that's too much? You think I'm crazy by losing 40 pounds? Well, you got to understand. When I was, first of all, I'm not big. I'm a little buddy, okay, and getting smaller. I'm probably closer to 5'7" now than I am to 5'8". Let's just say 5'7.5". At peak fitness, I was 150 pounds. Shredded. And right now, I'm ticked over 190. So, yeah. It's all on my gut. Like if you see me right now, you can see I'm carrying a healthy amount of fat on my face. You see this zone right here? These jowls? That's because my face is fat. Don't forget the nussie. The nussie is extensive. And if you were to look at a profile of my fucking face, this zone right here, these are giblets. And if I put my neck down, you see this fucking chin? It's a double chin. Nick says, you mean 5'1". I'm 5'7". No, bullshit. And so, yeah, there's fat piling up in areas that shouldn't pile up. But I'm still stoked because Fast Jimmy said to me, I told you about this, earlier in the week. Fast Jimmy said, I think your face is thinner. Rebecca says, Eric, you're still small. I could fireman carry you easily. I would beat your ass. There is no way you could do that. First of all, I would not let you get a hold of me. And I would nimbly dance around you and smack the shit right out of you. This is what I would do. Nick says 40 pounds might be a lot, especially if you're working out and adding muscle. All right, let's baby step this. Let's just look at this like this. I am week 2 of 16 of a 16-week half marathon training program. Run my ass off, lift weights. That's it. When it's all done, we'll reassess. I'm going to guess that in October, I will weigh 180. All right? I guess. I'm going to guess on that. Heart and lungs getting stronger. Yesterday, after I got done with my running workout, I lifted weights. So it's there. I got to keep working. Half-mile repeats, 3 of them. Week 2 of 16. Rebecca says, wait, are you actually going to run another half marathon? Or are you just doing the training just to get back into running shape? Okay, when I complete this training, by the way, Man Bun Chris said I need to stop saying if I complete this training. He wants me to start saying, like losing that and basically saying yes. After I dominate this 16 weeks of training, all the hard work will be done. All I'll need to do is go out there and destroy the Grand Rapids Half Marathon. Kyle says it has more to do with nutrition and putting yourself in a calorie deficit to drop weight. Strength training may add good weight. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm all about that. You got to eat the appropriate amount of macros, appropriate amounts of protein, less sugar. And typically when I get done training, I am famished. And what I want to do, like yesterday, was eat 1/2 of a pint of hell of a good chip dip with 3/4 of a bag of Ruffles. Like my recovery food yesterday, hell of a good chip dip, 3/4 of a bag of Ruffles potato chips. I followed that up with a homemade quesadilla loaded with Colby Jack cheese and chicken. I loaded it up with sour cream and salsa. It was intensely good. So I would like to say personally that I think I'm pretty well far off from hitting the nutrition. Now, the problem is if I'm going to go all in on the nutrition, I'm probably going to get, what is it called again? Explosive diarrhea. The explosive diarrhea has been taking hold here in Michigan. We are now north of 1,000 cases. I just saw that yesterday. And now experts are saying that for every case that has been announced, there's probably 10 to 20 more. So they're saying it's more like 1,000 to 10,000 cases of explosive diarrhea. Rebecca says, I'd say to add collagen and maybe creatine to your diet too. I have added collagen in the past. It's great protein. It's made from cow hooves. All right. So there you go. 2 different people. One is going to lose weight with the shot and have to be on it for life. I am going to be a goddamn machine. And you're with me. Whew. All right. I want to get into a little bit of this soccer guy. How do you say his name? Haaland? Erling Haaland? He's the Norwegian soccer player who's like really big. He looks like he's a Game of Thrones character, and everybody loves him. He's just super nice and friendly, and I got more than one clip of him. These are all the moments of Erling Haaland being nice to people. Okay, here he's shaking hands. Here he's running out on the field. He's shaking this guy's hand. I'm going to kill the music because it's. I'm going to end up getting a damn YouTube ticket. I don't want that to happen. I can't find any footage of him doing anything nasty. Here he takes off his jersey and he gives a little guy a hug. The fans love him. Here he is. He's talking to the little kids before the game. You know, the thing about this Erling Haaland kid, or Erling Haaland guy, he would be a great groomer if he was like a pedophile. And I don't think he is. But if he were a pedophile, he would be an excellent pedophile. Like, these kids would do anything for him. This is very sweet. The kid's all shy. Here's Erling, checks out his jersey. And then he signs a thing for the kid. Here's this other kid. He's blown away. His favorite soccer player, Erling Haaland. And no one knew this guy before the World Cup. Now his star has risen dramatically. He already was, massively popular, but now the rest of the world is being exposed to Erling Haaland. I can't find any clips of him doing anything shitty. Gifts fan shirt from hotel balcony. He also, he's known for kicking the soccer ball off of people's faces. This, I don't know if this is AI or just some type of influencer.
Kick this ball so hard.
She's breaking down him kicking the ball so hard off of some guy's face that it looks like the ball like his face ate the ball.
So hard, it briefly became a pancake. This frame reveals something incredible.
Okay, look at that. Look at that.
Sports scientists classify football impacts into 3 distinct deformation tiers. Tier 1, a gentle pass barely changes the ball's shape before it springs back. Tier 2, a standard shot flattens the ball noticeably as the air inside is squeezed under pressure. Then there's Tier 3, and that's Haaland's shot. For a split second, nearly half of the football disappears into itself.
Look at the look on this guy's face.
Squashing a ball that much requires an elite power strike, traveling at around 100 kilometers per hour. And then there's this, which barely qualifies as
All right, he's cool. I like this guy. The Haaland content you need. So people are getting content from him, and they're posting it everywhere. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, my God. He looks like he's been hit in the face with a soccer ball several times. Ouch. Instant concussion. He should fight Rocky. Death is but a door. Time is but a window. Vigo, the Carpathian, has returned. Rebecca says he is the highest goal scorer in the tournament. Man Bun Chris, our soccer expert, says, yes, they did know about him, LOL. He's one of the best strikers in the world. No. Soccer people knew about him. People like me knew nothing of him. My point is, Dick, that if idiots who know nothing about soccer are now talking about Erling Haaland, well, that shows you that the star, he's crossed over into the mainstream world. We all love this guy because people have made videos about him, and he just seems like a sweet dude, and he's fucking powerful. So there you go. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. Maureen says he is so strange looking. Well, that's a Norwegian thing. Rebecca says he does look like a Neanderthal. Murder Lover Linda says if Messi doesn't win the Golden Boot, I hope he does. Rebecca says Erling Haaland is my new whimsical best friend. Okay, this is Erling Haaland getting a cowboy hat.
I look like a proper cowboy. What are we saying about the boots?
I mean, what are you saying?
Got any Nike ones? Need with snake skin or something. Have you got snake skin there? Snake or cobra skin?
Go on, let's have a look. Check yourself out there.
No, you know what I'm looking forward to? Walking out on the street and doing this.
How nice is that? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This is good.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
It suits him.
Yeah.
He's a cowboy.
He's a cowboy. That's what it is. He isn't a goal scorer. He's a cowboy.
He's more of a cowboy than a goal scorer, actually.
Yeah, you need a hat.
Looks good, no?
Walk around town.
What are we saying, y'all? Sick.
Looks like if Howdy Doody were an athlete.
Look how nice it is. I'm going to wear this in the summer.
Yeah, he has
Absolutely.
Travel tomorrow in this.
One of my favorite people to watch on Facebook is that guy that makes cowboy hats or various hats. It looks fun. Erling Haaland. Most people in the U.S. did not give two shits about soccer 3 weeks ago, and not the ratings. And now the ratings are almost as big as the Super Bowl. Every year that the World Cup comes, I do watch it. I do pay attention. And then I tell myself every time, all right, that's it. I'm staying with this. And then I don't. I expect that to continue. To me, it's like the Olympics. Linda, she's following. Messi leads with 8 goals. He has 7. Erling Haaland has 7 along with Mbappe. All right, so I think that he's going to lose today. He's going to lose today because his star is so high. Norway v. England. All right, 5 p.m. So all of the people that are affiliated with Midwest United that are British, that's who you want to watch this game with. All right, and you don't want to be talking because if Norway is winning or beats England, you're going to hear so many motherfucks from these guys. You're going to hear Coach Ruff. Fuck me, man. Fuck me, man, like. Fucking terrible, man. Fuck me, man. You know, there is a game tonight, and is it men or women? I'm pretty sure it is men. All right, that is Act 1 of the podcast. Act 2 is available right after this one. Go check it out. What are you doing? Don't miss a second of it. Thank you so much.